What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Brainwavezz. We're here today to talk about relationships. That's right. Dating is cooked, bro. It's cooked. And here's why. When I explain why, you will get mad. Let me repeat this. Dating is cooked, bro. It's absolutely cooked. And when I explain why, you will get mad. That's right, you will get mad. Shout out to those of you that came into the building. Make sure you double tap the screen. All right, I shouldn't have to say this, but make sure you double tap the screen and make sure you subscribe to the platform. Here at Brainwavezz Advice Topics LLC, we don't shy away from the tough subjects, the tough topics. We actually get into the mud and we talk about it. Man, oh man, oh man. When I actually get into this, it's gonna anger a lot of people. You see, this is a big issue because if you have the breakdown in relationships, that means that you're having the breakdown of families. There's no families. And then if there's no families, there's no true support system when it comes to children. But wait, a lot of people aren't even having children. And then next thing you know, you have a decline in the population, and the list goes on and on and on, right? We have a lot of problems that come out as a result of this. So this is an important subject. Like I said, I know it's going to aggravate some people, but we got to talk about it. So let me get this one thing going here. Let's just do this. Let's do this. There's a lot that I can show. There's a lot that I could talk about, but I kind of want to pull up this one thing. Now, one of the main things, okay, that has destroyed relationships is feminism. That's right. It's feminism. I know a lot of people believe that everything has been liberating and it's so much freedom and it's so much this and so much that. Listen, y'all, feminism has destroyed a lot. And if you understand Margaret Sanger and the whole intent of feminism, then you would understand in its attempts to quote unquote add freedom, it actually caused and led to the downfall of what's going on when it comes to relationships. Okay. So what we're going to do is get into this. We're going to get into this. We're going to get into this. Let's start actually with this particular video. Okay. We're going to start with this right here. We'll get this on the screen for y'all. All right. And I want you to listen to what it said. Okay, let's go.
Do you believe in God?
No, I don't. I'm sorry. I believe that women are to create and men are just to destroy.
If that's the case, then why have women initiated 70 to 80% of the divorces and destroyed the nuclear family? Moreover, everything that you're seeing, touching, and hearing from all was created by men. Men have a natural proclivity to create. That's a tendency. We want to go out there and create because men have a natural propensity, I mean, that's in our nature, to compete. So we have a natural propensity to compete with other men, which means that we have a natural proclivity, a tendency to keep on creating things. And generally speaking, women don't have a natural tendency to keep on creating. This is why women are so attracted to feminism, because feminism promotes equality, not competition. It's two different things. So either way you look at this, you're wrong. Do you believe?
Now, I'm going to break this down because there was a lot that was in this. Okay. I know a lot of particular women, they probably want me to just gaslight them and fill their head up and talk about a lot of stuff. But feminism, I want to break this video down before I get into some things. Let's go ahead and go. And this is not a popular video, but I will say this. If I don't see too many more people watching this video, then I'm just going to stop the stream, because basically it's a waste of my time. So it's a very popular title, very popular subject. Should be a lot of people in here, but you know how it is, people playing around. So if I don't see too many more people coming here soon, then just so you all know, there's a high chance as it currently stands that I'm going to be ending this video. Now, let me break down what she said.
Believe in God?
No, I don't. Oh, I'm sorry.
First of all, she says she doesn't believe in God. Okay? A lot of people who are like hardcore, when I say the women, a lot of women that are hardcore feminists, they don't believe in God. Margaret Sanger, who created the whole feminist movement, she does not believe in God. You understand? A lot of these people on demon time, and it was their goal to quote unquote liberate women into making them feel like they got options and they could go here and go there. And it's in that so-called freedom that it created all these problems. And this is why we have all these problems today. Okay, this is not the only reason, but it's one of the main reasons. Let's continue. Let's break this video down.
I believe that women are to create and men are just to destroy.
Now, the irony of that, in terms of women are to create and men are to destroy, it's kind of ironic, because if you think about it is exactly the life force that comes from a man that actually creates. It is actually the creative force that is contributed to making a life. When you look at a woman, her job is essentially to incubate said life. And I'm not saying she doesn't make contributions. We got DNA. Listen, I understand the science behind it, but I'm making a point. She can't actually create life. She cultivates. You could say it's like fertile soil. A woman is like fertile soil. She can nurture and cultivate. But it is the man that's creating. He has to go out and create opportunities for that woman to be attracted to him. He has to create a safe space for her to even want to get to home base, to want to have a home, etc., etc. It's the man that has to do all this creating. You know, he got to have 6 figures. He got to be 6 feet. He got to blah, 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 blah. All of these things that a man has to, quote unquote, create. And if he can't create those things for himself, then women like, well, I don't even want to look at you. I don't want to be bothered with you. I don't even want to give you the time of day. It's not men that's setting these standards. Y'all got to pay attention. It's women that are setting these standards. And this leads me into my next point. Even though I could break that video down based upon the viewership, I'm going to go ahead and move into my next thing. Because obviously, y'all don't care about relationships, and y'all don't care about relationships. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, because I'm going to be ending the stream early. There's an article that just came out on the Independent, and it actually says it's not me, it's you. The reason men are giving up on dating is women. Now, let me let you see front and center that this is a woman saying this. So before any of the women try to come into the chat or come back later in the comment section and say, Brainwavezz, you're bashing women. This is a woman. Okay? This is a woman actually saying this. She says it's not me, it's you. The reason men are giving up on dating is women. It says, according to a new survey, men would rather remain single than have to deal with women's expectations and their desire to change them. And it's fueling a great relationship recession, says Olivia Peter. It says the problem with heterosexual dating has finally been identified. Women expect too much of men. That's right. Women expect too much of men. My reading of a new survey of 2,000 British men and women between the ages of 18 and 45, produced by Equimundo, a US-based nonprofit organization working on international research to engage men and boys as allies in gender equality, is that men have simply had enough of us. The article, again, is written by a woman, so when you hear us, it's women. Okay, some 62% of men believe that women have too many expectations of how men should be in relationships these days. Meanwhile, 44% remain resistant to change. That means they're not changing. They don't want to budge. That's just about half. They agree that they would have to change too much about themselves in order to make a serious relationship work long term. Another 41% believe that having a relationship was too big a financial commitment. These are bleak findings, made more so by the fact that a quarter of men said they believe no one will fall in love with them. It's crazy, man. It says, but the study's finding also speak to a wider truth about what it's like to be a heterosexual woman on the dating scene. She says, hello, it's me. This inescapable sense of hopelessness means many of us, meaning women, it seems, are giving up altogether, feeling the so-called the great relationship recession we apparently find ourselves in. Again, that's speaking from the woman's perspective. She said it really is that bad. And I know this firsthand because my friends and I have all dated men who reflected these views back at us. See, that's the point. When men try to actually talk to women and let them know what's wrong, women don't want to hear it. There was the guy who, after 3 months, explained he wasn't ready for a relationship a week after trying to book a Christmas holiday together. There was one who 4 months in told me I was too demanding of him, an accusation spurred on by my attempt at booking a restaurant for us after his work drinks. And then there were a myriad of others who, after weeks of dating, was scared at the first sign of any kind of conversation about where we might be heading. It was and is a pattern so prolific that it has almost become boring when a relationship ends this way, because all of us always see it coming. I'm telling you, man. This is crazy. It says, I would be easy to write this off as an epidemic of commitment phobia and avoidant attachment styles. But as the study shows, there's a lot more to it than that. 15% of men surveyed said that they've interacted with an AI or virtual partner. Are men giving up on dating altogether and instead putting all of their demands onto digital women who are programmed to behave and speak exactly how they want? She says, but I suspect something deeper is going on, not least because more than 40% of the men surveyed said that they have thought about self-harm or the unalive word in the past 2 weeks, with more than 2/3 reporting symptoms of anxiety and distress. It's crazy, man. It says, yes, dating men can be difficult. Trust me, I know. And it's pretty bleak that so many of them think women's expectations from them are too high. I really didn't think asking someone to commit to a dinner booking was a stretch too far. But instead of looking at stats like this and weaponizing them or using them as an excuse to shout men are trash from our windows and wave it to our brains in the air, I think we should see them as a sign that it is time for an urgent reset in the heterosexual dating world. Because single men and women don't know how to communicate anymore, it's like we're all too disillusioned and siloed into our respective social media echo chambers. Tell you, man, it's crazy. So, we got some issues to work on. We have some issues to work on. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this particular live stream because obviously nobody cares, nobody wants to watch it, and it's just a waste of my time. So to those of you that get it, appreciate you. Those of you that double tap the screen, appreciate you. You subscribe, appreciate you. Maybe you hit the PayPal, the Venmo. It's also in the description box of every video on live stream, so you can always come back and look at it. Thank you to my let's go back to all the creatures in the forest. Thank you. Okay. With that being said, y'all, I'll catch y'all in the next one. I'm about to get out of here because obviously